Hey everyone, I just got back from a trip and I haven't unpacked my bag yet, so this is going to be the walkthrough of what I take when I travel to work on the road and to collect content, especially when we're going to conferences. This is my backpack. I got this from Amazon. It's a great looking backpack. It's got this like fake pleather type of thing. Best part is it's all the straps are like super thick and heavy. And I load this up. This has got to be at least like 25 pounds. This is the 25-liter version. It's got this nice carry handle in the middle. A lot of padding because I wear this for like 8 hours the entire day when I'm at conferences, like the one we were at with channel partners. It's got the flip top open. We're going to get to that in a sec. But first, we're just going to go into the main compartment, which is here in the back. Let me start taking stuff out. So, hat. I don't usually wear a hat, but I was just helping Brian from Partnered at a golf tournament, and he gave me this as a souvenir. So there we go, hat. Water bottle, must have, stay hydrated. Homemade Iceberg Cyber water bottle. It's got the two side pockets in the, this is a camera bag, so in the listing they had this for tripods and stuff, but I just use it for the water bottle. All right, let's open the main compartment. It opens from the back. It's got two Mondo zippers here, and the back flips up. First thing, like most backpacks, you get your laptop sleeve so that you have quick access to pull it out for security. This is my laptop, my primary laptop, so Lenovo X1, Windows 11 upgraded as of yesterday, and I love this laptop. Super tiny, light, weighs nothing. Recently, I've been playing around with Chrome OS. This is a Pixelbook Go, fantastic little device. No fan, everything solid state. The keyboard is awesome, the screen is awesome. Chrome OS is my new favorite operating system, and I try and use this as much as I can. In this past trip, like 80% of the time I was on a laptop was this, and then I had the Windows laptop for backup if I needed to do something in Excel, which I'm slowly transitioning to Google Sheets. Okay, so this is how the main compartment looks. You got this little pad here, extra little mesh pockets. I put pens and stuff in here, as well as my Russian roulette pin from Eldon Sprickerhoff from his book Committed. Open the main compartment, and this is where all the goodies are. More pens and loose tchotchkes in this. Here's the layout. I'm gonna try and unpack it like this. Okay, we're gonna go from the middle with the fun stuff first. Microphone muffler for my handheld stick microphone. You'll see the matching kit in a sec. Right in the middle, my quick access stuff. These are the two wireless lapel microphones that I use. This is the DJI Mic Mini, comes in this nice little pouch. Here's the case. If you've seen any of my videos online, then you've heard these mics. They're great, they're tiny, they either clip on or magnet. They wirelessly pair to the DJI Pocket 3 camera, which you're gonna see in a sec. They also have the transmitter, so you can use the 3.5 millimeter jack to plug it into the camera, which I do often. And this kit also has the USB-C attachment, so you can plug it into the phone. The individual mics are also Bluetooth, so you got 4 ways to connect: Bluetooth, built-in DJI pairing, USB-C, and 3.5 millimeter jack. They sound great. They're kind of expensive. They're like 200 bucks Canadian, but well worth it. Definitely get a wireless lapel mic instead of any shotgun on the camera. Don't even bother with the shotgun on the camera. For doing talking head videos like I'm doing now, or the stand-up videos that we do at the Cyber Confidential podcast at these events, the wireless mics are way better than any on-camera microphone. Okay, this is the second set of wireless lapel mics. This is what I'm wearing right now, if you can see it here. This is the Hollyland Lark Mark II-S. This is the brand new version. I'm not gonna take it out because I think it would actually pair and then you'd start listening to it. Now let's try it. So this little button type their previous model was just a small circle and it would magnet or clip to your shirt. This has, the microphone is actually the smaller part, and you can see it here on my lapel. It clips over top of my collar, or it can clip it any other part of your shirt. It's more discreet, it sounds great. You can hear my voice now. I'm in my quiet apartment, but even at the show, the noise cancellation on the microphones is fantastic. I have the noise cancellation off. If we had the noise cancellation on at the show, you would hear almost no background chatter. I leave it on because I like that live on the street type of background ambiance. So I carry two because we use one set that goes into the tablet that we live stream at events, and then a second set go into the backup camera so I can record a backup stream. I'm actually thinking about getting a third one that would probably be another one of the Hollyland sets, just so that I have an additional microphone, because you never know when something happens, or if you have more than two people, you need more mics. Okay, extended battery for the DJI Pocket 3, and now we're gonna get to that camera. This is the DJI Pocket 3. It's nice and snug right in the middle with maximum protection. This camera gets a lot of buzz. Every time I bust it out, people ask about it. I love this camera. It has the built-in tracking gimbal, face tracking gimbal. Here, you're gonna see it go. It's a 1-inch sensor. It does 4K, 60 FPS, 120 FPS. It's a fantastic camera. You can see it's tracking my face now. Fantastic camera. All of the Cyber Confidential recordings that I've been doing live at events have been with this camera so far. Recently, I've been playing around with the ND filters to turn down the brightness, because sometimes the conference lighting can be overexposed. The creator kit that I have with this camera comes with one of these microphones, which you're gonna see plays an important role in a second. It's also got battery and tripod and a USB cable in this kit. I would recommend this camera, except DJI throws a little bit of friction into the mix. So when you buy this camera, it's totally useless. It's a paperweight. You have to install the DJI Mimo app on your phone or tablet in order to unlock the phone, unlock the camera. Unfortunately, DJI can't publish this app on the Play Store or App Store, so you have to side load it onto your device. Fortunately, when I bought this camera 8 months ago, I was able to install the app and unlock the camera. I tried to install the app again so that I could buy a second of these Pocket 3s, and I can't get the app to run. So if you can't get the app to run on your phone, do not buy the camera, because it'll be software locked and totally useless. That's the reason I wouldn't recommend this to anyone yet. Second camera, and really part of this same DJI Mimo saga, the reason I have a second camera, I need a backup camera in case one camera has a problem, and I need a second angle. I would buy a second Pocket 3, but I can't unlock it right now, so that's not an option. So I carry the Sony ZV-E10, which is the camera we're recording on right now. It goes in this case. Right now there's nothing in here, but that camera goes right in this center pocket for maximum protection. We also have our trusty Iceberg sensor, slides right in. It's the same width as these camera pouches, and a lens kit. This is a variable ND, variable neutral density filter. I use this sometimes. I'm still playing around to see when it's best to use. This is like sunglasses for the camera. So when I'm recording like I am now, my settings, I'm in manual, and my settings are pretty much fixed. 1/50 shutter speed, f1.4 on this fantastic Viltrox f1.4 lens, ISO as low as it'll go, and I'm still well illuminated. At the conferences, sometimes we get a ton of light depending on where we're recording, and I don't want to change the shutter speed, and I don't want to increase the f-stop, so we put a variable ND filter to reduce the amount of light going into the sensor without changing the white balance, and that's what's in here. And I got this from KNF Concept, but there's tons of them on Amazon. Pretty much all my stuff is from Amazon. All right, that's the center pocket. Now we're gonna go into the right-hand side, which is where all of my tripods and mounts are. So I got two of these little travel tripods. They're 5 foot, 4 foot long, something like that. They're super handy, and they're lightweight. So they just pop out like this, and they're great for the Pocket 3 because the Pocket 3 is light. And they're okay, they're borderline okay for this Sony camera. With this new Viltrox bigger lens, I'm not sure if they're gonna be steady enough because they'll probably just sway. So I might have to, instead of carrying 2 of these, which I have here, I might have to replace one of them with a 3-legged tripod to get more stability for the heavier Sony mirrorless camera. Okay, so I got 2 of these right now. I just came back from Channel Partners. We used both of them, one for the Sony, one for the Pocket 3. Super handy and lightweight and easy to move around. I also got a tripod extension. So if we, especially for the Pocket 3, I'm pretty tall. For those of you that see me in person, I'm hitting 6'4". So these little travel tripods don't get to eye level, so I have this little telescoping tripod extension to get up to eye level. So somewhat of a hack. The extended battery adds a couple inches, so I've been using that recently, so I haven't had to bring this out too. But otherwise, this is just a little aluminum telescoping tripod extension. Okay, we got our trusty GoPro gooseneck that many people have seen. The clamp's in here somewhere. It actually came from an old GoPro. I haven't used this yet. I'm not sure if it's going to make it to the next trip. I thought I might use it, but I haven't. Another piece that I have never used, which is like a mounting plate with a bunch of 1/4-inch tripod screws in case I wanted to use one tripod and multiple cameras. That might happen in the future if we switch to a 3-legged tripod, then I can put both cameras on one. Then we have the microphone stick. This is the best $12 that I've ever spent. So this is a generic little microphone handle thing, and the bigger DJI mic slides right in, and then the puff ball goes on top. I use this for any talking head interview that I'm doing, and it really gives an air of credibility because people react differently when you put this in their face and ask them questions, or if you hand it to them. They love it. People love it. People love when you ask their opinion and they get to tell it to you. So this is the extension that I use so that it kind of looks a little bit more formal. The DJI mic system are all interchangeable. So if I'm recording on the Pocket 3, I can use the one mic mini and this, which is the DJI Mic 2, at the same time. They both pair for 2 channels. I have learned recently that I had them in stereo, so I had left and right mixed up for a bunch of videos, learning. If I'm doing a recording with more than 2 people, then I'll use the microphone stick. If I'm doing it with 2 people, each will have a mic mini on their chest. If I'm doing it with more than 2 people, I might have the mic mini and then I'll hand them this microphone stick, or I'll hold the microphone stick and then just move around. Depends what I'm feeling like, but both are good options. This sounds very good. It's not recording right now, but if you've seen any of my previous videos, it sounds great. So this is the second part of the DJI mic set. Then we have this lovely piece of equipment. So we were talking about cameras before. This is for working when traveling. This is a little laptop stand. It's nothing fancy. It's an Amazon special. It clicks out, laptop goes on so that I can get the screen up to eye level. I got this in January, love it. Way more ergonomic. Now I can work for hours sitting anywhere. It's super light. It's got this like carbon fiber look because that makes my CPUs run faster. But otherwise you can get tons of them. This is from a brand called NextStand, NEX Stand. There's tons of them. They're cheap, Amazon. Definitely worth the buy if you're going to be working on the road or away from your desk for any portion of time, because you can get your laptop up to a more ergonomic eye level. The companion to that is the Bluetooth keyboard. So this comes from a brand called ProtoArc. This is a little fold-out Bluetooth keyboard. This one's okay. I've tried a couple of them. Form factor is great. This is the full size with the numpad. This is a little clickier than I'd like. Their version without the numpad, for some reason, has totally different keys that are softer to the touch and not as clicky, which is what I would prefer. So I'm on the fence about whether to use this one with the numpad that is too clicky and doesn't feel nice to click on, or maybe neutral. I'm a little bit of a nitpicker when it comes to keyboard clicky. Or move to the just QWERTY keys, no numpad for a softer touch. On the fence. ProtoArc brand has been pretty good otherwise. This can pair to 3 Bluetooth devices at the same time. So I have this paired both to the Pixelbook and my Lenovo X1. And this works with the laptop stand. So you're working on your keyboard, laptop's up at better height. If I'm doing a video call and using the integrated camera on the laptop, it's much better on the stand like that. If not, I'm using the DJI as a USB webcam. Okay, now we get over to like the miscellaneous thing. This is my bag of cables, and I have a bunch of different chargers and adapters and dongles and stuff in here. Bag of tricks. Laptop charger, self-explanatory. ProtoArc Bluetooth ergonomic mouse. Bigger than it looked on the Amazon listing, but for my large gorilla hands, fits great. Nice, quiet, soft click. Can't even hear it. Fantastic. I like to be silent. I don't like to bother people. Feels great in the hand. 2 different Bluetooth connections and USB connections. Very versatile. This isn't even like a travel mouse. This is a regular desk mouse. So you could just use this at your desk. It's a great mouse. And also use it while traveling. I might do that. I also have a regular mouse that looks almost identical. I thought this was going to be smaller when I bought it. It's kind of big. TBD. The jury's still out on whether I keep this. Clamp for the GoPro gooseneck mount. I didn't use this last time. I don't know if I will. It's on the fence. Now here's one fun thing. So when I first started the podcast, Cyber Confidential, I was going for that like person on the street, tell us your naughty stories. So I got censored sunglasses. No one has taken me up on the offer to use these yet, but I carry them anyways because I think one day if I meet the right character, they'll like it and we'll do a fun video. So that's what these are. These are hard drive pouches that I had from God knows when. And in here I have dongles, many dongles, USB hub, USB-C to HDMI, HDMI to USB-C, so if I needed to stream the output of this camera into my laptop, I got the dongle for that. Also have the HDMI mini, which goes into this, and a bunch of other dongles. The dongle pouch, everyone's got one. This is a spare terabyte hard drive, which I haven't needed yet, but might one day, and a big battery pack in case I need it for something. I've used that a couple times when I'm recording on this Sony for an extended duration, and I'll plug the battery pack in, because although I have one spare battery for this Sony, which is in the pouch, Bag of Tricks pouch, you can also charge through USB-C, so any regular battery pack can charge the Sony and extend the duration, which I do. Here's the Sony battery with a small Sony tripod. We got a MagSafe tripod mount. This is for my phone. So the MagSafe mount on my phone can then mount this to any tripod, which I've needed a couple times if I wanted to record an extra set, or as I find happens every so often, someone else will want to record themselves being on the Cyber Confidential show when we're out and about. And if they have MagSafe, then they can connect. And if they don't have MagSafe, this is a regular phone holder. So these are both for me to make it easier for someone else to record when they're with me. 2 golf tees that I found while with Brian at the golf tournament. Those don't usually come. And a tiny extension cord. This is a 6-foot extension cord with power bar, which got 2 120 volt outlets, and I think it's got USB-A hidden where it's got USB-A hidden where the cable wraps to. I've used this a couple times. It's handy to have a power bar. It's one of those things that you don't need it until you need it. Okay, that's the main compartment. You can see the reason that I got a camera bag, yeah, I know I carry cameras, but I like to be organized. I like everything to have a spot. And this bag, the VSGO, I think it's called Black something, backpack, has got the interchangeable little Velcro partitions. So I have it set up in these 3 like hot dog style right now because you saw how I had everything laid out. But we could have individual little pouches for everything. This is way better because before what I was doing was like regular big whole backpack and everything was just thrown in. And I didn't like that because then stuff would jumble around. I was worried it would get damaged, and worse, it was hard to find stuff. I was always fishing around, so this is better. This is a pricey backpack, but this is my work and now I use it all the time and it makes my life so much easier. Okay, we have access to the top component. That's with like the flip top thing. In here I got blue light glasses, notebook, sunglasses, protein bars, because I got to hit up those proteins, lenses for the, these probably shouldn't be there. These are the magnetic lenses for the DJI Pocket 3. It's an ND filter and a circular polarized filter, but I've only used the ND. Actually, no, these are just 2 ND filters. There you go. 2 ND filters. Clearly, I haven't used them yet, but I'm still playing around in the studio. This handy little outlet, probably the last thing to show, is one of these little Hydra cables. So on both ends, you got a bunch of different options. Both ends can go USB-A or USB-C on both ends. And then you also have lightning and micro, and this thing goes in and out. Keep it nice and tidy. This is very handy. Most of my stuff, I'm all Android, so I don't ever need a lightning cable, but when you work as a team, you got to cover for the team. So often on the last few trips, other people have iPhones, and everyone's asking, you know, like, do you have a cable? Do you have a cable? And they see the bag and they expect that I do, so I do. And that way people can plug their stuff in. The only other stuff in this sort of like tchotchke grab all are notebook and hand sanitizer, and that's pretty much it. Tucked in the side go my wallet and passport. Hashtag if you want to pickpocket me, you got to get all the way in here. Please don't. And that's it. Then this all zips back up when everything goes inside. This zips up, and you got a nice functional backpack. This has been a great backpack. I've tried a few of them. This one does feel like the value that I paid for it. It's pricey, but it feels pricey. All of the, and I don't mean like in the Vemblem way, I mean in quality. All the straps are thick and like well sewn, and the handle is thick, which I use when I grab it. And this back handle is very, very useful. It comes with a removable chest strap. It comes with a removable waist strap. You can get in from the sides. If you wanted to, if as the listing shows, you want to like pull a camera out from the side pouch, you can rearrange the internal partitions so the camera just comes out like that. I might change to do that now, because with the larger lens on this Sony, I can't put it in this case anymore, so we're gonna have to get creative. I've had this backpack for 3 months. It was 300 bucks Canadian, but no regrets. It's been a workhorse, and like 3 months, and 9 plane trips, 9 there and back plane trips, 18 plane rides, and it looks brand new. There's no scuffs, there's no rips. It looks brand new. I've been on plane, no, more than 18 times, because I have had a couple connections. More than 18 plane trips, and it still looks brand new. You can get in from the top, so I leave like my earbuds and stuff and hand sanitizer in the top, and it's got like a little draw strap. I don't know why they decided to put the expandy top like this, because you're very limited on how much you can stuff in the top because of this fancy dancy little like rotating quarter turn lock, cam lock, and magnet on this side. Never noticed that, because there's no adjustment here. This is a fixed max volume. So I don't know why they have the extendy top there, but whatever. I guess you could leave it open if you really wanted to, and then like fill it all the way up to the brim, as opposed to some of the other open top type backpacks where you have the center adjustable strap. It also has this pouch here. I literally only use this for little pieces of paper, because that's pretty much all you can fit in it. I've tried putting a USB cable in before, and that also fit, but otherwise it's just for paper. And that's it. That's my whole kit. 2 cameras, 3 sets of microphones, lenses, blue light glasses to help me go nighty-night on the plane, which might be clickbait blog article that I read on the internet, 2 different tripods, laptop stand, 2 laptops. I'm experimenting with the Chrome OS, otherwise I would just bring 1. Keyboard, mouse, bunch of cables. And that's it. That's how we record content on the road. Stay organized and be productive for hours while staying comfortable while traveling. Thanks for joining us.